Hello, my name is Suzy Elsworth-Heithcock. I am an artist. My life has been full of the exotic and the tragic, and if you're interested, you can read about it in my bio on my website, ellsworthartworks.com, where there are links to several newspaper articles. I work with a variety of media. I mainly paint in oils, but I also love to draw, and I do ceramics. I am currently working on a chess set of Zulu warriors versus the Vikings. You can follow me on Instagram under Suzy Heithcock if you want to see my progress on the chess set. But I'm here to talk to you about my paintings. People have asked me what materials I use for my oil paintings. I use Old Holland paints. No paint has a higher concentration of pigment, and with it, I can achieve a wonderful intensity of color. I have a wide variety of brushes. I do favor the rosemary evergreen and Shiraz filberts in rounds for details. And to achieve the softer effects, I use fluffy, soft blending brushes like the Eclipse Double Thick Bright. These are so effective, I once had a gallery owner ask if I used an airbrush. I had to reassure him that no, indeed, I do it all by hand and brush and much labor. For a painting surface, I prefer to work on wood panels with a smooth surface. I like to be able to be very controlled in the details without fighting the lumpy texture of canvas. Some people prefer the give of cloth, but I find that a loose shoulder, loose wrist work just as well to give good fluidity to my lines without sacrificing the ability to get quite tight in those details. In my show Epic Nature at the Wilder Gallery with the Lamorinda Arts Council, I will be exhibiting 12 works. Most of the works focus on landscapes and trees, but not all. How do I keep my work fresh? People evolve as they grow older. They see things differently with the eyes of experience. The world around us is always changing, presenting new and unique opportunities. Between these two change factors, it would be hard for me to stay stagnant. Take the enormous fires we recently started to experience here in California. They inspired me to paint the altered sunset on the coast up north. Or take the massively altered experience of life during the pandemic. I painted a very personal reaction to being quarantined with my paintings, the Dryad and the Naiad. The Dryad in particular feels the wind. The companion piece, the Naiad, focuses on the feel of water as well as wind. The Naiad is available for viewing right now on the Lamorinda Arts website in the Arts in Place gallery, found at the bottom of the homepage, and it will not be part of the Wilder show, but will be on view concurrently. I am conscious of the difficulty of trying to present a three-dimensional world in works of 2 dimensions, like drawings or paintings. I'm conscious of the 4th dimension, time, and the different ways a person experiences time versus the tree's experience of time, or even a mountain's perspective. It is a vast difference in time scale. I wonder how to show the passage of time in an old tree, or how to remind the observer that the wind moves, the branches about. Nothing is ever quite still, even if we as humans can't perceive the movement, because the time scale is just not the same. So I try to convey an energy and flow of movement so fundamental to my work. My 2 paintings of the sunset over the bay from the perspective of Grizzly Peak are from the same evening, just a few minutes apart. It fascinated me how those few minutes make such a difference. One is still day, with the sun visible, and the other is night, with the Berkeley and San Francisco city lights starting to appear, and the sunset colors intensifying into glory. I also like to introduce an element of fantasy and wonder in my pieces. Here we have a painting of a path going through a hole in the cypress trees on the Mendocino coast. I want people to look at this and wonder if perhaps this is a hobbit hole. I call this painting the Rock Egg, with rock spelled R-O-C. I was struck by the perfect egg shape of one of the rocks and made a play on words to evoke the legends of the great rock bird. I painted a great heron in the scene to further this concept. Thank you for watching this video. I'd like to conclude with this last painting. I titled it, Follow Me, and with it, I invite you to follow me to my show, Epic Nature.